my dad told me that night when I went out, he knew I was going out to party, and he said, don't get in any trouble. You remember you have this pending charge for this other fight I had gotten into. And he's like, don't do anything stupid, because if you get arrested for fighting again, you're in a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So I specifically did not want to fight that night. Otherwise, I would have hit that guy like immediately the second that. But so I tried talking myself out of it and talking him out of it too. And he
was he saying like he wanted to continue rap battling?
Yes, that's what he wanted. He wanted to continue to rap battle, but he was. I didn't like the way that this guy was approaching me. To me, it was like, dude, this is too confrontational. I don't like this.
You're right up on.
You're getting in my face. Your spit's flickering in my face while you're rapping. I don't like this. So I told him, like, you just need to back up. I didn't want to even battle in the first place. I was trying to just have fun. And then this dude's like, oh, you're a fucking bitch. You can't take the heat or something like that. And I actually tried to leave. Like my friend who invited me, I said, Felicia, I'm going to go. I was like, this dude, he's running his mouth and I'm about to hit him. And she was like, well, oh, don't leave, And I start walking out. This dude's following me to the door and he's like still yapping behind me. And I just turned around and I was like, dude, you say one more fucking word, I'm going to fuck you up. And he goes like this, and his finger touched my face.
Oh God.
And I just punched him, boom, hit him. And he didn't fall all the way down. I remember he stumbled and I body locked him, like a rear body lock. And I put him right in the beer pong table. Beer goes everywhere.
So what's a body lock?
Like you get behind somebody and you body lock them. I lifted him and did what is called like a mat return, like a big hard lift, and like slammed him down. But his like half of his body hit the beer pong table, which was just like, it was like a big piece of plywood on some, I don't even know what it was on, but beer goes everywhere in the air. I jump right on his back, sink in a rear naked choke, and I just put him to sleep, put him out cold. And his buddy's like, I remember his buddy starts kicking me in the ribs, and I get to my feet. Some people kind of separate us. I tried to go after his friend too for kicking me, because it's like, you little bitch. Like I tried getting him too, but enough people got in between us that I was like, okay, I got to get out of here, because I just did the thing I just told my dad I wasn't going to do. And now I just got in another fucking fight. And like the last thing I need.
The guy was out cold.
Dude, I put him out cold. He was snoring. I put him to sleep. I kept squeezing for another few seconds too. I was pissed, dude, that this guy started this shit with me, so he woke, when you choke someone out, they wake up within like 15 seconds or something. But yeah, so I get up and I leave, and I'm like, damn it. And I'm nervous again, because I'm thinking I might get arrested or something.
So you went home?
Mm-hmm. I went home. My mom and sister, they were wrapping Christmas gifts, I remember. And it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was still living at home at the time.
Dad was there?
Dad was sleeping.
Okay.
Thank God. Thank God Dad was sleeping. He was already in bed. And I come home and I'm like, Mom, I just got into some shit. Don't tell Dad. Okay. And I told her the story. She didn't tell my dad. She didn't say anything. And I waited like a few months for it to die down. Nothing happened. No cops got called. Nothing came of it. It was all good. And then I waited until after my trial date for the
all right, hold on,
other fight.
Go back to when you got charged. What's this from?
So this is another funny story that
I want all these stories, dude.
We're just gonna talk about my past as a
well, we need to, everybody that's gonna watch these in the future when you're in the UFC, they're gonna go back to these videos and find out, like, how did this guy become such a menace?
I'm a lot more than just a guy who beats people up, though. I like a lot of other, but I like telling these stories too. I
can tell
they're fun,
and I like hearing them. And so does everybody else.
I was 18. I was still in college. This was 2 months before the story I just told you.
Okay.
This was Halloween night, Halloween evening. It was like in the middle of the day. My sister had some ongoing drama with these girls. I don't remember what it was about, but women get into it. And these girls that she was going back and forth with, they're kind of ghetto, you know what I mean? Kind of rough. And they're, this girl was like threatening her and saying like, I'm going to come fucking kick your ass, this and that. And they're going back and forth on Facebook. And this girl had a close friend who was a dude. It wasn't like her boyfriend, I don't think. They were just homies, you know. And this dude gets on my sister's Facebook and he's writing her and he's saying stuff like, yeah, you like calling my sister a bitch and stuff. And my sister, she's going in my room and showing me this stuff that they're saying she's like, look at what they're saying to me on Facebook. And I'm very protective of my sister.
Yeah, of course.
I'm getting really heated, but I'm thinking I'm not going to get on Facebook and write back and forth with these people because I don't even want, like, I don't like putting the physical evidence out there. Right. If I'm going to get into it with someone, or if I think I'm going to punch someone, I'm not going to write back and forth and threaten them.
Right.
I didn't say a word on Facebook. I was quiet. I let them all go back and forth and go at it. And this girl tells my sister, yeah, we'll come over to your house and we'll see what you do then. And my sister says, okay, we'll come over then. And we lived in a small town. They knew where we lived.
Yeah.
And I'm laying in bed, and it was right after my college class. I remember I had my girlfriend over at the time, and my sister comes in my room and she goes, Sloan, they just pulled up. They're here. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. These people are outside my house, this girl and this dude. So I run outside. My sister's already out there.
Wait, what did you put on? Shoes?
No, I literally just had my basketball shorts on. I was out there. I ran out there barefoot with nothing but basketball shorts on. I didn't have a shirt on or anything.
Do you have any tats at this point?
Yeah, a few. Not a lot, but
okay.
but yeah, I had a few tattoos.
Yeah.
And so I go out there. My sister's like,
when did the caveman tattoo come on?
I was 25 when I got
25,
that.
okay.
When I finally got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go out there, my sister's like arguing back and forth with this girl. And I remember I yelled because it was like they're at the end of the driveway and it was a little bit of a walk. And I'm like jogging. I said, Alexa, no words, no fucking words. Like I'm saying like, no, like we're fighting them. They are here at our house. There is no talking right now. It's over. So my sister looks at me and looks at this girl and just punches her in the face and starts hitting this girl. And this girl falls down. My sister's standing over.
Is your sister can fight?
Naturally she can fight. She's not skilled. She doesn't know anything about like jujitsu. I mean, other than the little bit of things that I've taught her about how to punch it, but she's very strong and she can hit hard. Yeah, definitely. So she starts like punching this. I mean, she's got the caveman genes. You know? Like
of course.
my mom
it's in
and
your
dad.
blood.
Yeah. So she just starts scrapping on this girl, punching her in the face. And this dude is standing there and he's kind of looking at, he like does this, like squares up with me and I just cracked him.
Oh gosh.
Boom, hit him. And he stumbles back. I hit him with like a
Did you like he started squaring up?
Yeah, I ran up on him.
Now were you like, if he was like, no, bro, I'm good.
No, he would have still gotten hit. For sure. Yeah, I'm not like,
because he came to your property.
He came to my house. He was getting fucked up regardless. Sorry, you come to my house. I don't care if he would have gotten on his hands and knees and done this. He would have met a flying knee if he did that. Like I was not having this shit. You come to my house, dude, you're in some serious danger.
Yeah.
So I hammer this guy. I just start hammering him. He like locks up with me. I throw him down, get on top of him and just hammer it away at him. And I remember even my mom comes out. My mom like was trying to.
So did you knock him out or did you?
I'll get to that.
Okay,
so I'm standing over. I'm in full mount punching this guy in the face. And my mom actually tried to stop me. She thought I was going a little overboard, which I was. I got carried away.
She thought I was going a little overboard.
And my mom was about it too. My mom was all about like, if someone gets in my mom grew up really rough. So she was always like, you know, if someone, you know, comes to our house, gets in our face, whatever, you beat their ass. You know, she's told me that my whole life, like always be willing to fight someone if anyone starts shit with you. So, but she was like, Sloan, I think that's enough. And I was like, no, it's not over yet. And then I see my sister is already done beating this girl up and this girl stands up. She's like bleeding a little and she's like still talking shit. Like she's like yelling at my mom and my sister as I'm hitting this guy. This is no bullshit. No lie.
Oh gosh.
I look over and I see my mom punch this girl.
Shut up.
And this girl falls back down. My mom gets on top of her and
starts
hits this girl like a 3-piece. Boom, boom, boom. So meanwhile, I'm still on top of this guy and I'm seeing my mom beat this girl up. And then he like turns and gives up his back and I just choked him out. Just put him to sleep. Choked him out cold. And then I get up. I don't even like saying what I did. It's like kind of, it's a little too brutal, but yeah, he was still unconscious. I like smacked him in his face a couple times.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I can't get charged for this, can I? This is like 12 years ago.
No,
yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right. What's the statute? 7 years?
Well, if you were already convicted, you don't get
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So anyways, so yeah, I'm like smacking this guy in the face and he had a hoodie on. I grabbed him by his hood and he's like kind of waking up, but he's like face down,
Yeah.
you know, and I just start dragging him like to get him in his car. I was like, now you learned your fucking lesson. Don't you ever come back here. And I'm like dragging, he's like walking on his hands and knees, you know, all messed up, bloody. I throw him in the car.
What about the sister?
And so my mom finishes beating this girl up, and this girl's like kind of bloodied up. And then I guess like the neighbor called the cops or something. And like before we know it, like some sheriff shows up, and he's like, "What the fuck happened?" You know? And they're all still there, and so the cop, I was like, you know, to me, I was thinking I'm good because this was on my property.
They came on my property.
Yeah, and the cop was like, "Bro," he said, "that fight was over 40 punches ago." He's like, "What were you doing?" And
did he see it, or did he just going by what people said?
He was looking at the guy's face.
Oh, yeah.
And it was not pretty. Like, I messed this guy up bad.